There we
Okay,
go.
Sean, here we go.
Hey, yay my yah in the house. Michaela, come close my door and you can get your phone. Don't ask me nothing else.
I need to close my door too. So we only got a few minutes here. We are going to
Only got a
review
few.
only a few. We're going to review some grown in gospel, or some not so grown in gospel. It's a hot mess. Let me close my door.
That part right there.
But anyway,
You got much
guys.
hair? No, you don't. You don't got much hair. Okay. You don't got much hair.
Hey guys, it's Sherry G here. This over here is my oldest daughter, my oldest princess, and she is going by Yamaya. Did I say that right?
Yay my yah or yah yah. All the goodies.
Yamaya. That's what we're gonna know her by on these YouTube streets. So,
Okay.
but if I accidentally say her real name, she's gonna forgive me, right?
Nope, not at all.
Yeah.
Nobody in my freaking world knows my real name. Nobody.
Anyway, folks, we only have a few minutes on this video tonight. We're trying something new, and we're trying to figure it out. So just bear with us, but keep in mind that everything here is alleged, is of our opinion and the opinion of those who choose to comment down below in the comment section, and it is strictly for entertainment.
Strictly.
Strictly. So anyway, I don't know if you guys have seen Grown in Gospel. We are into the second episode, and it's going to be a short season with only 6 episodes. Thank goodness. I don't know if I'm gonna make it 6, but I'm gonna try. So just to give you a little background, just in case you haven't watched the show, it airs on Thursday nights. The first night was March 7th on WeTV. This is another Carlos King production. But anyway, I'm just gonna leave that right there because it smells like him too. It has Carlos King stamp on it. But anyway, I just needed something different to do between now and when Love and Marriage Huntsville airs. But Love and Marriage Huntsville is given, and so is all the Latasha and Tamika and all that business. But anyway, let me just go ahead and briefly give you some background. This particular it's supposed to be reality TV, but it sounds pretty scripted to me. But it's based around the lives of 5 different castmates. Well, actually 6. We meet the 6th one in episode 2. So the 5 castmates they all have some musical background. Majority of them they're children of renowned gospel artists, or their parents have, a big footprint in the music industry. So one of the young ladies, her name is Brianne Hammond, and she is, in my opinion, the underdog of the group. But I actually like her the most.
Dang,
Give me some
dang.
Brianne. I'm always for the underdog, actually. But anyway, Brianne is the daughter of Fred Hammond, and then there's Tasha Page Lockhart. Her parents are Christian. They're Christian singers, I believe, right? Tasha Page Lockhart. She's a gospel singer. Her parents
Yeah.
are pastors. Then there's Nikki Beach Cole. She's the daughter of Dorinda Clark. Then there's Shayna Wilson Williams. I think her parents are bishop, but she is a worship leader and a gospel singer. And then there is Elijah Connor. He is a PK, so he's a preacher's kid and a pop singer, or a R&B singer, or I don't know what kind of singer. And then there's Jay Brooks. He is a music producer. Did I miss anybody?
Listen. No? Did you get Nakia?
Yeah, I do.
You did. Okay, yeah.
I talked about Nakia. All right, guys. So the first scene starts off. Where does the first scene start? How does this kick
I
off?
don't remember back that far.
Huh?
I'm like,
Y'all just bear with us. Like, this is first. Oh my God, I forgot what the first scene started off. What happened? Oh, okay. Stop. Anyway, I don't know what the first scene is. Let me just go ahead and give you the first episode, some of the things that happened in the first episode. So in the first episode, we saw Nikki, and she's Dorinda Clark's daughter. And she's also the manager of the Clark sisters. And apparently she helps them with their fashion, and she helps them dress and get ready for the world. She does everything. But the kicker is she's still living at home with her parents. Her and her kids are living at home with her parents, and she absolutely hates it. So I don't know. When I first saw that she was Dorinda Clark's daughter, but that she was her manager, I was thinking, well, I'm sure her mom pays her well. Like she should be able to live on her own. But then I was thinking maybe there's some backstory here, and we still don't really know what that is yet. But when it starts off, apparently her husband is not living there with her, and we didn't really understand that at the first scene. So, but more of that unfolds later. So I don't know. Did you want to add what happens with her later, Sean? What do we find out about Nikki?
About her husband?
Yes.
Her husband incarcerated?
He's in jail. Her husband is incarcerated. So we find that out because he later on in the episode, he calls Dorinda and tells her that he wants to have a surprise 40th birthday party for Nikki. And then take it away.
Folk do the absolute most from behind the bars, okay? How do you have that much freedom from behind somebody's bars in a clink? I am so confused how people buy cars, purchase cars, purchase homes, throw these shenanigans and whatever else from how? Tell me how. I like to understand how they have so much freedom. What are my dollars paying for to keep you behind the bars if you can do all these things like you in a free world? Make it make sense, please. Please make it make sense.
It don't make sense. And then for her birthday, not only does he throw her this big lavish birthday party, but he buys her this big bling bling diamond ring. And I'm thinking, if you want to spend your money on that, I need a place to live, because obviously she ain't happy living in her parents' house. But hold on. What about the bedroom scene?
So, girl, why? You were doing way too much in your parents' house for a man that is in jail, and you ain't got your own place to live. Make it make all the sense to me. I don't understand that. I wish some of a gun would be behind the bars. I live with my mama, in my daddy's house, and you're gonna go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would have been completely pissed, and as her parents, I would have been pissed as well, because that makes no sense to me. So I'm confused though. Does she live with her mama because she ain't no place to live? Did something happen to her house? Was a house like, I need a whole back digging of this. Go ahead and get to it, ma'am. I need a back digging of this because something don't smell right. Are you living at home with mom because you just can't be by yourself? Because you need help with the kids? Why are you at home? But then again, if you need help with the kids, you can afford to buy me $1 million. That's what it looked like to me. Rock for my finger that can't nobody else. You can afford to give me a goddamn nanny.
Yeah, something's off, because she complained. She started off complaining about she hated it at her mom's house. She wanted to get out of her mom's house and live on her own. Like, she manages them, she's with them all the time. She wanted to get away. I actually like Nikki because she's so down to earth and open. So I'm hoping that she will eventually give us more in these next 4 episodes.
Listen.
What about
I'm a private investigator.
What about her laying the flowers out on the bed when he called her from the jail? What was that for? What was they gonna do?
They was sexting. They was video chatting and doing some things. Okay, on the video chat. Okay, they were sexting and video sexting. Okay, that's what folk do. I'm assuming. Okay. I don't
Mhm.
have that problem, so I don't know. I don't have that
Okay,
problem.
so moving
So
on. Later on in the scene,
it was
we
too
find out we're
much.
gonna be skipping some things because we're just doing this off the cuff, and this is just our first time, and my notes
It,
don't make sense, so I'm just moving through. But next we meet Brienne, and she's moving back to Detroit from Nebraska or someplace like that.
from somewhere that I don't understand why
That
she
didn't
was
make
there, but
sense to
yeah,
me.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Jay Brooks is the one that's supposed to be welcoming her into the fold, back into, like all the
Back,
friends,
yeah.
because she knows just about all of them, but she doesn't know Elijah at all. So anyway, he sits and he tells them, that she's Fred Hammond's daughter. But to me, he gives them a little bit too much background on her, about her insecurities and things that she's dealing with in her family, that to me set them up to prejudge her because they're judgmental
Exactly.
anyway, instead of letting them get to know her and make their own whatever
Let her
about
tell what she wants to
her.
tell. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? Let her tell
exactly.
what she wants to tell. All of that, like let her come back into the fold, let her find her footing, whatever else. All that you didn't have to even do because now I'm thinking you messy boots. Because why would you want to tell all my business like that? Like what you know what I'm saying? Like what are you setting me up for? That's a
Yeah.
setup to me.
Yeah, so to me, I felt like he's not really her friend. He's kind of messy, undercover messy.
He's one of those slick slide, like I'm gonna go ahead and throw a little rock, but I'm gonna hide my hands type person.
Yeah.
Is what he seems like to me.
Yep.
That's my opinion. It's my opinion. Okay, it's my opinion.
Yeah, I believe that too. And Tasha is his sister. So that's his sister. And Elijah Connor, like I said, he's a preacher's kid. The scene actually started off with him in the bathtub. With him in the bathtub with all the bubbles, and he had wine, and he had all this stuff. But if you look down in the tub, you can actually see that he had his underwear on. Like you could see that he was sitting in the tub with it. Was fake, and he was singing, and his voice sounded terrible to me, and it was just over the top, staged. It was it was horrible. It was given scripted, big time scripted to me.
And was.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say is and was.
So I'm like, this is my first impression of you, and it ain't all that.
It's not
But
right.
I'm like, he is way, way over the top. And so he doesn't really, to me, have any musical background, much that I know of. I mean,
I didn't even know that was him from the other show. The little stare down. I didn't even I remember seeing that. I recall seeing that.
when he did the Diddy stare down,
Yeah, I remember that, but I didn't know that like I didn't it didn't click that that was him.
yeah. And even
You
then,
know,
he
like
seemed extra.
it didn't click. So like you weren't that memorable to me. You know what I'm saying? So it just didn't even click until I saw that play out again.
And he didn't like the even back then he didn't like the feedback that um Diddy gave him, which was good feedback.
You took nothing to help to better yourself. Now it was hey,
Yeah. So eventually all the group gets together and they go to a lunch or whatever. They go to a lunch and they're meeting at the lunch, and then in comes Bree, and Bree walks in and everybody starts judging her right away.
yep, Snickers
So
and stares, like everything.
yeah, start talking about her clothes and the way her hair looked. And what did Elijah say about her hair?
Girl, I don't know what he said, but when brother put his hand like this and when he went to do that,
That
he
was
would
at the
have drew
birthday
back a
party.
whole nub, boo boo.
That was later. Or was it
Oh
that
my
day?
bad. My bad. That's all I remember. That part stood out because brother would have had no hand left.
Yeah, so when she walked in, he was like, "She's wearing blonde. No, that's mine. That's for me."
Yes,
Like, so it was like some jealousy. But the thing about Elijah is he said that he hated church people because they were so judgmental,
bruh.
that he was doing the exact same
The
thing.
exact
And this is
same
the problem
thing.
I have with
Times
church
10.
people. Like all the problems I have with church people are all the problems I'm having with this group. I'm like, there's nobody to
Just
me that stands out as sincere
packaged up.
except for Nikki, because she was really honest about her background. I feel like there's a lot more background to the rest of them because she said
Yeah.
she liked bad boys. and she said she did some things in her day.
And had to repent at the front of the church and
Right.
all of that. Yes.
Yeah, but she also said that her parents stood by her and they accepted her and they never judged her. And that's exactly the way she is. The reason why she is the way she is. She's so
Hmm.
accepting and loving of Brianna. And Brie thinks she's married and her husband prefers a wife to be barefoot and pregnant. So it's going to be interesting to kind of meet him and see their dynamic because, she is trying to pursue her music career. So that goes against everything. And we've had 2 episodes already and we haven't seen them. So let's
Haven't
just
seen
go
him.
ahead and
Hmm.
forward for the sake of time to episode 2. Um, episode 2 is where we finally meet Shayna. And so Jay Brooks is having a conversation with her and telling her that he wants to get to hear her side of the story as far as Tasha and Nikki were coming to him telling him that there was some mess going on and that supposedly Shayna had been talking about Tasha and Nikki approached him about it or something like that. But he wanted the two of them to get together and kind of work it out. And he was coming to get her side of the story.
Hmm.
And then he had already gotten his sister's side of the story, but he said he wants to smooth the waters. But I don't trust him.
Again, to me, he is the person that will throw stones and hide his hands.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Yeah.
bring little bones, drop little bones here and there, and then act as though, and then snicker about it and act as though he ain't do nothing. I
Yep.
feel like he tries to be, because I mean we picked up on it like an undercover. He's just an undercover mess starter. I hate to say that. Like it's just for shits and giggles for him.
Yep. And then so the group meets and then Bree invites him to her birthday party. And then they come to the birthday party. I feel like, oh well, first of all, they go shopping. So it's supposed to be her and Tasha that go shopping
Yes.
for furniture. But Tasha brings Elijah along with her. So you already know
Why?
that was going to be trouble. Why? Yeah. You want to talk about that scene?
First of all, if I'm coming to buy furniture, why you got me in the clothing store? That's number one. I said I need furniture. Okay.
They were at the furniture store.
Where the clothes come from? They had a fur and some other stuff in was
I
it in the
think it
back
was
of
like
the
a
store?
thrift. So that's what I was saying. I think it was like a thrift shop, and we just saw like a thrift shop, and we probably just saw like the clothes. I mean, I'm sorry,
Because
the furniture, because the couch that she was saying the couch was too expensive, but I think it was like one of those expensive thrift
girl,
shops.
I was up here trying to do the taxes and watching the show at the same time. So I was, some of the stuff I probably wouldn't glance over, but I was like, what the hell? So it annoyed me because, again, you don't know me. I didn't ask you to give me anything, critique me in any way. I didn't ask you for nothing. You came along with somebody as a tag along. I don't even know you. You've already rubbed me the wrong way when I first met you.
Right.
Who are you? It's like he just keeps coming at her, like he's picking at her. So
Yep.
like the whole thing with what she has on, her clothes. Why do you care? Why
Right.
does it bother you what I look? Both of y'all.
Right.
Why does I didn't come here for fashion sense. I came here to start my career. And if you guys can't understand where I'm at and how I'm starting, that's a problem. All you do is criticizing me
Right.
about my clothes.
Yep. And then when she said that, she couldn't afford like certain items, he's like, "Well, that's not how you manifest things. You need to
Right.
change your mindset. I'm here to help you change your mindset. I'm here to help you find out who you are. First of all, you don't even know who you are.
Who you
That's
are.
why you're so extra, because you're still trying to figure out who you are and putting on extra antics is how what you think is going to validate you and make you acceptable. But it's the thing that is actually making people look upside your head like you're crazy."
And I'm gonna go ahead and call my mortgage company and be like, look, I'm manifesting your payment, okay? I'm manifesting my mortgage payment for the month. Can you hold on while I'm manifesting this? Okay, hold on, hold on. Look, I got some things working. I'm working with spirit. I got my little my little Apollo. I'm working. It's coming. Okay, we gonna wait while I'm manifesting? It don't work like that, but like, come on, be for real. She
Yeah.
actually got kids. You have a dog. She has
Right.
kids in
Right.
real life bills. You don't have her real life problems. Talk
Yeah.
about manifested. Okay, man to be broken and live on the streets.
And then when he said, I'm gonna help you find yourself, I'm like, what? You haven't even found yourself,
You don't
bro.
know
I
who
mean,
you are because
you don't even know who you are. And
I'm confused by you.
he's only met her twice. Like, you get a feel for her and how you can approach somebody and how you can communicate with them if this is something that you truly want to help them with. But first of all, help yourself. But anyway,
Because first, what my thing with him, but people like that to me, they quick to give it, but as soon as you give it back, that's when they become, they want to cry and roaming their tail tucked between their legs. That's what he gives. That's what he gives off to me.
case in
Now, if
point.
you would have straight turned her back around and gave him blonde hair fierce, here's my mouth and my lashes, he would have freaking thought she was wrong.
Oh, but she gave it to him. Because remember,
Yes,
he said, I want to tell me who you are.
yes,
And she said, tell me who you are. And he couldn't answer it.
he could not.
He got on her because he didn't like her answer, but at least she attempted to answer. He said, oh, you don't watch TV?
Right. So,
That's
you Diddy stare. That's who you are. You're Diddy stare.
right. You're a Diddy stare. Like, right. I think Bree's going to get with him because he's going to keep poking the bear. Because when we fast forward to her birthday party, first of all, I felt like that was kind of production set it up to make her look poor, like the little.
Girl, straight set up. Like she could
Right,
have did. There was no point in her having a whole hall
like a
with
little
some
five
Dollar
dollar
Tree hats.
little $5 Walmart cake. I believe that was a little,
That was
but
straight
maybe
set
that
up.
is true. Maybe that is, but the little birthday hats, and I
They could
don't
have
think
come on.
I think that was a setup. Just that whole scene, and then when he put his hand in her hair there, and then when they were trying to leave and clean up, and he put her boots with the trash. That was it.
With the trash.
Yeah, with the trash.
I bought her some. First of all, bro. Okay, so we got
10 minutes. We
Yep.
got 10 minutes.
Okay, so we're gonna finish this up. But first of all, I don't care if you to put my dollar store boots in the trash. We're gonna fight. Them are mine. I paid for those.
Right. And she liked him. And I think she looked cute and she's beautiful and she has a beautiful voice. She's going to blow him out the water. She's the one to watch. And so the only reason why I might continue watching this is because I really like Brie. And like I said, I'm for the
Same.
underdog. I want to see her come up. And
Same.
they can just take Elijah off the show, honestly.
Listen.
Everything he does is just gives me fake, phony. He
So
doesn't even know he can't even give his real self because he doesn't even know who his real self is.
at all. So do you remember the scene where she was singing?
Uh-huh.
Why was I hoping that was a whole dig to you remember the beginning of the song?
No.
It's something about fainting.
Oh yeah, because when Elijah went to do his he wanted to direct his own music video
Music video.
and produce his own music video. So there's a part in episode 2 where there's a little scene where he goes out to do that, and then he's like talking about how nervous he is because he's about perfection. He's about perfection. I'm about perfection. And so then he walks into place and starts knocking down balloons. No balloons. no, no balloons. So he starts knocking over balloons. Then he gets on the stage and he's like, it's hot. And then he faints.
Was out. That mic said, dude,
Oh my God.
was
But
out, honey.
he fainted, but Bree called the EMS for him.
And she did. I would
And
have been
he
like,
did.
let the motherfucker let me look at that. Let me look at that for a little bit longer. Let me look at that for a little bit longer.
All night long. Let him lay there all night long.
Let him lay on there. Like, oh, Father.
Yeah.
He
All right,
would have
guys.
stayed right there and left her.
We're gonna wrap this up. That's all we have for you. I mean, really, this is our first time doing this, so we're just trying to fill it out.
This our first
It's a dry
time.
run because we had no time to really prepare. Because both of us have a million things going on.
A
And
million and One.
And do.
My kids text me. I'm like, y'all know I'm over here like, y'all know I'm recording.
I got the dog back here snoring. Oh my God. But anyway, folks, hey, we're about out of here. If you haven't done so, hit that like button on your way out. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell because we will be back. Ciao.
Bye.
Stop recording. Stop the recording.